want to welcome everybody to our team Zoom. My name is Kimberly Duncan, and I am a life coach with New You Life. And tonight I have lots of fun things to share. So thank you so much for taking the time to be on this call tonight. So first of all, I have some announcements. And the first thing that I want to announce is that the Dallas event, the regional event, the tickets, the cheapest price is available until tomorrow. So if you're planning on going to the Dallas event, get your tickets tonight or tomorrow because you don't want to miss it. After tomorrow, they go up to $109. And then at the event, they're $129. So you want to get your early bird tickets so you get the best price. Anybody, let's see, I can't see everybody, but who already has their tickets? Yay, Rachel. I can't see everybody, so other people might be. And Lori, oh, and Denise, good. All right.
Oh, and Catherine?
Oh, Catherine said I do. Yay! I'm so excited to meet everybody and see everybody. Now, there's some other events, and there's a Facebook page called the Gel Tour. If you're not a part of it, you may want to go on that page and ask to join it. It's not one that we're in charge of, but here's some dates. So if you know some people that are close to these areas, or if you are and you want to get to these events. March 7th, that's coming up this week, Hilton Head, South Carolina. March 8th and 9th, Charlotte, North Carolina. March 15th and 16th, Lakewood, Colorado. That's in my area. March 28th, Nashville. March 29th, Cape Coral, Florida, but it says that one's sold out. So I don't know that anybody will be able to get into that one. And then March 30th, Bonita Springs, Florida, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then May 3rd and 4th, yay, the Dallas regional event. And then in August, that's when the Las Vegas, the national annual convention will be, but they don't have the date. The date will be announced later. All right, so let's see. All right, next thing, if you noticed in Discover Your Potential, we started a cycle club. And so every week we're asking that people put in their cycles on that post every week, and we are doing a drawing every week. So this week I have all the names of all the people that put in for the drawing. And so I'm going to draw the name of the winner for this week. And if you haven't been doing that, go ahead, we're going to do it every week. So start this week to get your name on there, because if you cycle one time, you have the same chance as anybody else. So we just want to make sure that everybody is doing that. So the winner is Laura Kelly Oakley. I don't know how to say her last name. And she's on the call. Yay! She's won twice.
2 weeks in a row, Lori.
Way to go. All right, Lori, good job. If you could send me your address, that would be awesome, so we can get you your prize for winning the cycle club. All right, and another thing, if you have noticed, our team has created a new promotion that we're pretty excited about. And later during the call, after I do the training, I'm gonna recognize people for this awesome promotion. But I just want to share it with you because I want you to, because of our new back office, we cannot tell who is hitting this new promotion. So we want you to be able to reach out to your upline and share with them if you've hit this promotion ever. in the time that you've started New You Life. But what it is, it's called Elite. So if you've seen all over Facebook, we've been congratulating people and recognizing people for hitting this new promotion called Elite. And how to get there is you need to have 2 personally enrolled on your left and 2 personally enrolled on your right. And then you need to have 2,500 in volume on both sides minimum. One side you may have more, but as long as your lesser volume leg has 2,500, then you hit the rank of Elite. So that's pretty exciting. Another announcement is the back office. They are still testing it, running in the beta phase, and some of the diamonds are, you know, testing it out. So it should be coming soon. And then hopefully we can tell where people are, what they're doing, and if they're hitting a rank, or if their order is, if they're not getting paid because they didn't place their auto ship or whatever, all of that. So that will be coming soon. So that is all that I have for announcements. So tonight's training, what I want to talk about is IPA and non-IPA. And I'm not talking about the beer, IPA, but I am talking about income producing activity. And both things are important in our business. Income producing activity and non-income producing activity. But the income producing activity is what drives our paycheck. So that's the non-income producing activity. You can do that during times that you can't do income producing activity. So I want to talk about some things that you can do and that will help you. And first of all, oh shoot, I didn't bring it over here, but Rachel created an amazing form, and it is in the Discover Your Potential page. And it's a monthly form that you can track all of your stuff. I'll see, hold on, let me grab it real quick.
Kim, do you want me to pull it up?
I have it right here. Well, if you want to share the screen, if that's a better way to do it. But perfect. So this form is something that every month you want to print out, because if you're tracking, then you're able to know if you're doing better every month or if you need to pick it up or what you need to do. But this has a lot of income producing activity. Now there's a few things on here that may be non-income producing activity, but most of this form that you're tracking is your income producing activity. So it's talking about how many people did you personally enroll? How many customers did you enroll that week? So, and it says your goal is 2 per week on each customer and distributors. So just week 1, you can write the number, you can write their names, whatever it is easiest for you. You may want to write their names, because then one of the things that I want to talk about with income producing activity is also following up with your customers and your distributors. So if you write their name, then you know who you should be following up with. Then the next one is your cycle growth. So in week 1, you know, we're always in a 5-week rolling period. And so we want to be paying attention every week. You want that to be growing. Or if you see, because of auto ships and different things, how maybe week 4, I'm just making that up, but week 4 doesn't have as many cycles as maybe the other weeks, then that's the week maybe you need to do a little extra. Then title maintenance, this is for you or you're personally enrolled. So where are you? Are you, like I said, I'm life coach. And so in there I can write what, if I'm staying at life coach, if I'm getting to ambassador, you know, what is happening there. Then down it has, I can't really see that part, but additional activity. How many people are you reaching out to every day? And you can decide, are you going to do it 5 days a week? Are you going to do it 6, 7? What's your number and how many are you sending out? How many follow-ups are you going to do every day? Facebook, that's an income producing activity if you use it correctly. Facebook, there's the 80-20 rule. So you want to do 80% of the time, you want to be posting about your personal life. You want to get engagement that way. 20% about product and business, okay? Or congratulating your team or anything that has to do with your business. Then the next one says leave your house, meet 2 new friends and add them to Facebook. So we do a lot of our stuff online, but we also need to get out and meet new people. One of my business partners and I, we are going to, on Wednesdays, we are going to get together. And if you have anybody in your town or that's close that you can do this, we're going to get together and we're going to start going out and trying to talk to salons, chiropractors, massage places. So on Wednesdays every week, we're going to get together and do that. So that's another way that would be income producing activity. You can also on Facebook, you can connect with people. So when you connect with people, that's another way that's income producing activity. So that's another thing that you can do. And when you are connecting with them, if you've heard Bonnie or Jen Jobson train on this, when you're connecting with people, you want to add value and you want to make sure that there's conversations and you're getting to know those people that you're meeting on Facebook. You don't want to just friend them and then never talk to them again. And one thing that I do to try to make connections with people, especially, the people that I do it with everybody, but people that don't come up as often in my feed, is send birthday messages. And I actually message them and send a voice message on people's birthdays. So, my family, they usually make fun of me and they say, why do you do that? And, it really, everyone that I do that with, they love it. They say, oh my gosh, that was so nice. It made my day. It was the best birthday message I got the whole day. And, I look on their page and they have like 300 birthday messages, and that voice text is just there's something special about that. So that's a way to connect with people on Facebook. Now, here's a non-IPA is personal growth and reading or listening to something 30 minutes every day. Now, that's super important because we need to grow, because our business will grow as well and as big as we are growing ourselves. If we are staying stagnant, then our business is going to stay stagnant. So what I do is every morning when I am getting ready for school, I pop in a podcast or something that I can listen to grow my mind. I don't have a very long drive. I have a 5-minute drive to my school. And so that's not necessarily the best place for me to listen and grow. But a lot of people, if you have any type of commute, if you have any type of commute, that's a good place to be listening. A lot of times they say that's the university on wheels, is if you can do that. So with podcasts, you can find all kinds of things. If you want to learn about money management, if you want to learn how to be a better leader, if you want to learn about getting out of your comfort zone, health, whatever it is that you want to grow in whatever area. And I have several, so I kind of listen to different ones with that. Another thing that you can do that is income producing is do calls with your team and be available and have a schedule 'll, 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 And you should also be in touch with your team and making sure that if they have questions and if they need help. So that's another income producing activity, is doing those calls with your team. And then the last one on here on the activity, it's Follow Up Friday, is on Fridays, just making sure that anybody that you feel like you still need to follow up for the week, then make sure that you follow up. Another thing that's really important as far as income producing activity is inviting people to the opportunity calls. And there's usually one every Thursday, and Rachel does a great job on the week summary, so you can look on there to see. And sometimes there's other days where there's opportunity calls. But that's a great place after you've sent the 3-minute video and you've followed up with them and maybe they need more information, is inviting them onto an opportunity call. If they're not available on Thursday, there's always recorded ones that you can send them. I would first try to get them on a live one. And if that doesn't work, then because it is always usually on Thursdays, and so sometimes if people are busy and they can't do a Thursday night, then that's when I would send them a recording of an opportunity call. So let me see, I wrote notes. Oh, one thing that I said, when you check with your customers, because we've kind of had a debate about that, and I know Rochelle, my business partner, she did a live on this, but checking with your customers to make sure that they're dosing correctly, and also making sure that if they're having any issues or whatever, that you can catch it early before they're like, oh, this doesn't work or whatever, because some of the dosing issues might be maybe they are not using enough, or maybe they don't know the thing about, okay, you shouldn't be drinking alcohol 2 hours before or after, using the gel. So just checking in with your customers is really important as far as the income producing activity, because you want to keep those customers coming, every month and using, and if they're dosing correctly, then they're probably going to need a bottle every month and they're going to stay on that auto ship. So that's where it's really important to reach out to them and to talk to them and make sure that, they are using the right amount. Let's see. Oh, another thing for me, this is why it's important too. I didn't necessarily have somebody reach out to me, but because I was listening to calls, I found this out, that I can't do my gel after 4 o'clock in the afternoon because it gives me so much energy and I just get jazzed up and excited, and then I have a hard time sleeping. So when I first started taking the gel, I thought, oh my gosh, I thought this stuff was supposed to help with sleep, and it was doing the opposite for me. But then I listened to a call and I heard somebody say that they had to, take their second dose or their last dose earlier in the day. So that's why it's so important to be checking with our customers. When I reach out to people, I'm asking them if I can send them the 4-minute video and add them to One Product Amazing Results. And then I also let them know that it's important that they accept the invitation, because if they don't accept the invitation, then they're not in the group. The other thing is, on here we've had working Zooms, and I don't know if we're gonna do that again sometime, but I want you to, and this is another thing that you can do with some people on your team, and especially, I said I was going out on Wednesdays with one of my team members. Well, this activity you can do with people that live in different states. If you together do a Zoom power hour and you schedule that in your week, if you do 2 or 3 during the week, then you can do the income activity together. where you're on a Zoom or you're on a call together and you're reaching out to people and you're cheering each other on. I'm like, what's the word? Cheering each other on, and just making sure that you're being accountable to each other if you schedule those where you do them together. And so that's a really great activity, income producing activity, and it's fun to do it with other people. And if you remember kind of the things that we did, it's you reach out to people on your list, and then you reach out to people on your chicken list, and you connect with people on Facebook, and you go and you comment and you like things from your team's pages. So those are things that you can do in the Power Hour. Okay, I think I saw in the chat, is there a document, something about a document for the dosing? What I've been sending people is in Discover Your Potential, under the learning units, is under the product. I think it's the third or fourth unit. There's a document that tells, it's like an 8-page document, but in there it has the dosing. It shows kind of where. So that's what I've been sending people. And I tell them, I said it's on page 7 because there's a lot of other information, but it's on page 7 that kind of shows where they should be placing the gel. So that's what I've been using right now until corporate gets one made. Okay. Rachel, if you see any other questions, let me know. I just saw that one pop up. Okay, and back to Facebook, as far as on Sunday evenings, that's where you want to have a power post about the business. All right. Let's see. Oh, another way to connect with people on Facebook is join groups that are interesting to you. So if you are, let's say you're a runner and you run in marathons, or half marathons or something like that, 5Ks, 10Ks, whatever kind of things you run. If you join groups, then you can connect with people that have things in common with you. And what you want to do is, when you join those groups, you want to be commenting, you want to be making connections, and you want to interact with those people. So that's a great thing. Like, I'm a teacher, so I belong to some groups with other teachers, and trying to make connections and meet people through that way. Let's see. As far as, so those I feel like are the big IPA activities that you want to be doing on a weekly basis. The non-IPA activities, we already talked about reading and listening to podcasts. Another thing is, in Discover Your Potential, you want to make sure that you have gone through all the learning units and modules. I feel like it was called units, and now I feel like it's called learnings. So if you go to Discover Your Potential on the top, it has different tabs, and one of them says learnings. And then you can click down, and you want to go through each one of those, and then when you're done, you want to click done to show that you've done those. Okay, but that's a great way, especially if you're new and you're trying to learn how to do this business, or you're trying to teach your team. Okay, you don't have to do all the talking. You don't have to do there's so much that they can do, and then as they have questions, they can get back to you. Or you can get on a live Zoom with them and go through with them kind of what they're doing and what they need to do as their leader. And so there's different ways that you can do it, but you don't want to spend your time explaining everything when there's so much information there. So those are things that you can do when you can't do IPA stuff. Post and tag and comment, not only on your team, but in One Product Amazing Results.
and discover your potential, but especially one product, amazing results, because that's where we're sending people. And we don't necessarily want people just to think, oh, there's only like 3 people in this group that are always posting. We want them to see lots of different things. Another thing that you can do is write affirmations on a daily basis. If you have a journal, write your goals. You want to write them in red. There's a Harvard study that just says writing in red, I can't remember how much it increases the probability of things happening. But really writing those things down, and it makes the mind, you may not know how it's going to happen, but it makes it accelerate the time of how things are going to happen. Another thing that you want to do daily is show gratitude. So if that's saying it, if that's writing it down, sharing it with other people, if it's writing notes to your team or your customers, whatever that is, that's what you want to do. So both IPA and non-IPAs are important for your business, but they do both have a specific time in your business when you want to do it. All right, so now on to recognition. Unless, let's see, I want to look and see. I don't know if I can see if there's any questions. Okay, no. All right, so recognition. So I want to start with, I talked about the new promotion level that we talked about as a team that we're doing. And so I have lots of elites that I want to congratulate and personally just say, excellent job. We're so excited for you in reaching this rank. And so we have Meredith Robertson Roseman, and I just took your names from Facebook, so I'm sorry if I'm saying too much of your name or if I don't say it right. I'll do my best. And then we have Leslie Williams, Jennifer Jobson, I saw her on here, whoop whoop. Kelly Willis Stuckey, Denise and Sean Maloney, did I say it right? Yay, good job, they're on here. Lee Summers, Lahai, I'm sorry. Debbie Meeks, Michelle Howe, Catherine Harris, Wendy Johnson, Allison, is Wendy on here too? Oh no, okay. Allison Peterson, Michelle Marie, and Elizabeth Brown. So lots and lots of elites. We're so excited. And as I said earlier, if you have reached, you have 2 on your left, 2 on your right, and 2,500 on both sides minimum, then reach out to your upline and let them know that you've hit this rank. Okay, and then we also have a new coordinator. Woo woo! And that's Lori Kelly. Okay, I'm not going to say her last name because I probably already blew it in the cycle.
Oglesby.
Say it again.
Oglesby.
Oglesby, and she was our cycle winner. Woo! So, and then we also have a new coach, and that is Heather Martin Raffling. Raffling?
I think so.
Okay, perfect. So lots of great recognition tonight. All right, and then the last thing I want to talk about tonight is mindset. And it's in this business, you want to make sure that you are always working on your mind and that you have the right mindset, because it's wonderful. We get to be our own boss. There's lots of things that are so wonderful about this business. But if you have a bad day, you can cry for a little bit or that day, and then you just have to pick yourself back up. So it's really important that you're constantly working on your mindset. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry. I have 4 teenagers and 2 of them just came in and my dogs always bark like crazy. But with mindset, it's important to really think about what you want to bring about. Because if you're focusing on the negative or things that you can't control, it's there's not a lot you can do about it. It's just going to bring you down. It's going to bring your business down. It's going to affect you. So you really want to just make sure that the things that you want to attract and the things that you want to bring into your business, those are the things that you want to focus on. Those are the things that you want to fill your mind with. And so it's just be grateful for what you have and what you will have. So that way you will be able to bring that into your life and you'll make room for that. Surround yourself with people that will support you and push you to be the best that you can be. You know, sometimes if it's somebody in your family, you know, that's a little hard to get rid of them. But if there's people that are being negative or not believing in what you're doing, just try to spend less and less time, because you don't need to fill your mind up with that kind of stuff. I just finished reading The Compound Effect, and it's written by Darren Hardy. And the last part of the book is he talked about give that little bit of extra energy and effort into things that are important to you. Because if you can do that, it's gonna multiply your business, not just by a little, but by a lot. I just posted in Discover Your Potential, and a lot of you have probably have seen it. It's nothing new, but the 212-degree video, I love that video because it just shows by just doing a little bit extra what it can create. At 211 degrees, it will not run a steam locomotive, but at 212, that one more degree, it creates steam and it can power a locomotive. So just by that little extra effort. So I love that. And he also talked about, at the end of the book, he talked about creating the wow factor. And with the wow factor is just going that extra effort, doing that extra thing that causes people to say like, wow, I can't believe, you know, and I can't believe she did that. And like I said, that's kind of one thing that I try to do with the birthdays. I try to create kind of that wow factor of, oh my gosh, it's like a personal message. And then just people get to know that. It's interesting. I started it a little bit over a year ago, and I'm starting to see my message. It's like, oh, there was last year's birthday message, and then now here it is again. So just having people start to expect that on their birthday they're going to get a voice message from me. He talked about how Oprah, a lot of times she creates the wow factor. Now Oprah may do it with a lot of money, and he talked about it doesn't necessarily have to cost a lot of money to create the wow factor. It's doing the little things. It's doing the things, the little extra things to make you stand out above everybody else. So just think about, in every part of your life, what can I do that will make such a huge difference for people that it won't be a huge difference in my time. I think he was talking about Steve Jobs, and I can't remember if it was Steve Jobs. I know he was talking about Steve Jobs, but I can't remember if it was Steve Jobs that did this, where everyone expected to get paid on Saturday, and he sent people their paychecks on Thursday. And it was like, why? Well, how come you did that? And it was just something that he could do that was a little thing that made a lot of a big difference to people in just, you know, so just thinking about it, it's really made me think about, okay, what can I do that will create a wow factor with my kids, with my husband, within my business. And so I've been really trying to mull that over and try to kind of figure out some things. So once I figure out some things, I'll share them with you. Or maybe you'll see some of them as I'm testing them out, because I may test some things out on you guys. So we'll see. Let's see. So always do and be better than expected. So if you haven't seen the 212-degree video, I would recommend to go check it out. Like I said, it was in the Discover Your Potential page. So that's all I have for tonight. And I'm so proud of all of you, and I'm so happy to be on this team and working with all of you. And like I said, I cannot wait to meet everybody in person and get to hug on people and just learn and grow together in Dallas. And so I just hope everybody has an excellent week and does lots of income producing activity and grow your business and just go out there and be the rock stars that you are. As you can see, all the recognition I did tonight, definitely tons of rock stars on this team. So proud. And so everybody have a great night. Anything else, Rachel, that?
Oh, thank you, Kim.
All right. Everyone have a great night and a great week,
Yeah.
and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.